Make sure you're nice and loud for the first speaker. Let's keep the energy up all day. You guys with me? Yeah! All right. So, anyways, our first speaker coming to the stage is a man that can't lose. His last name is literally Win. So he's like destined from birth to just not lose, right? There's a lot of times where we have a super, and a lot of guys kind of sneak into the back of the presentation to kind of listen to Eric speak. But man, if I find out this guy's giving script class, I run into script class. This guy fires me up all the time. I love this guy. He has an amazing story. He's also from like East LA area, right? Monterey Park. Exactly. It's like the Asian side of East LA. You know? Anyways, please give it up for our senior marketing director, Jeffrey Win.
You guys are amazing. Yeah, I'm telling you. We're testing this thing out earlier, and we're like, oh, that's not gonna be feedback. Now we're just like, every time we walk this way, there's the feedback. All right, so how you guys doing? Great. Guys fired up? Yeah. How do you guys feel like your life has been changed already? Like, you know what? I'm gonna make a commitment here. I'm gonna make this thing happen. This is my life, right? I'm gonna be solid with WFG. Right? Like this morning I was thinking like, man, how do I even start this meeting off? Obviously, like, you know, I'm one of the first ones to go up and speak, so I'm like, man, I'm ready for this thing. Right? And now, like, just to fire myself up, we had like this, we have music going on in the house, and we're just going, we're dancing. This morning, we got Stay Alive going on, and then I got those like these metallic little balls in the room, and I just started juggling them, and then and then, you know, and I was like, and I was like, man, dude, did you always do this type of stuff? And like, just to pump yourself up for the day. Because now they're starting to see how my morning is, like my morning ritual every single day, right? And then Oki and Hanao started to join me on this ritual. Like, they're the first ones awake, and they're the one who's jumping in the cold water in the morning, and they're the one who's taking cold showers. Right? And it's just, that was just 2 days. What if you could do that for the next 3 to 4 years, 3 or 4 months? Right? And you know what's the best part is, you know, when he was asking me about that question, I said, you know what? It took a lot of persistency. It took a lot of mistakes. I've dropped the ball multiple times. Right? I broke things. You hand me 3 of anything, I'll try to juggle it. Right? Whatever it is. So that's kind of the topic that I'm going to talk about, is about persistence. Just continue to fight the fight, right? Some of you guys are always here. It's called not giving up. No, I'm starting off this meeting with like, man, this tone. So if all you guys could just put a smile on your face for me real quick. It's a big old smile. You guys got it? Now look at each other for me real quick. To your left, to your right. Give them a hug. Right, give each other a hug. Shake each other's hand. How you guys doing? Kumbaya. There we go. If it's your significant other, kiss them. That's good? All right, calm down. Stop touching each other. All right, calm down. Whoosh. You know what's the saddest part though? The hand that you just shook, the hug that you just gave, that might be the last time you see that person. They might not be here next year. That's the scariest part. I'm not talking about the front row SMB. I said that last year. You know what's crazy? Here, check this. What's crazy is that last year I was sitting next to 2 people that are no longer here. And by the way, one was a freaking SMD, and one obviously, you know, we're not going to talk about. But think about this. They're not here anymore. I stuck it through. Guess what? These SMDs stuck it through. Can you? Can you guys do it? Because if you guys can, guess what? You're gonna be in Eric's position. I mean, when Moses started doing that, I'm like, man, you're stealing my thunder, dude. Like, that's what I was gonna ask. Who has been here for a year, and 2 year, and 3 year, and we kind of already saw the crowd. But if you look at this front row, we all stood up and cheered at year 6. That was that group. Year 5, you guys are still trying to struggle, figuring things out, so you guys are not as fired up. We understand, it's cool, right? But it is what it is. So here's what it is. Year 1, you've been through some stuff. You guys are still here. Right? What happens at year 2? Year 2, now you're being tested. Can you stick it through? Where's your loyalty? Where's your commitment? By the way, that's where improvement happens, is at year 2. Right? Year 3, you're entering the lifer phase. People are starting to recognize you throughout the office. People are starting to ask you, people are starting to expect more out of you. Right? You're starting to step up throughout the office, and you're starting to volunteer for more roles. You're starting to figure out, hey, this business is actually not that hard. You can do it. You can make this thing happen. You start to believe in yourself a little bit more. But then year 4 happens. Right? And at that point, if you can make it to year 4, you become a lifer. Right? And that's when the true test comes through. If you can make it to year 5, man, we welcome you with hugs. And you're part of us, and you become a WFG freaking lifer, man. You become the Genesis. I mean, you talk about the Genesis leaders. That's when you're gonna, people are gonna see you that way. That's what it is. So here's what it is. You know, every single time you gotta stay persistent, you gotta fight the fight, right? And when you go back home and you're fired up right now, but when reality hits, what happens? It starts, your energy starts low, right? And that's when most people get hit. Because you're at your high right now. You're gonna go through this event, tonight's gonna be amazing, we're gonna dance it up, we're gonna party it up, and then you go back home, and then reality hits. No. Right? You gotta push these things aside, and you gotta just continue through with it. Right? Push through, max out.
Yeah.
Right? Because here's what it is. Hey, the lights that are on right now, right? Thomas Edison. Someone told him that, this is crazy. Think about it, entering a room and we're not using fire as light. We're actually using through like some sort of electric current or wherever it may be to produce light right now. You're able to see because of this guy that took 10,000 tries just to get one light bulb going. Did he fail many times?
Yes.
Would you be willing to fail 10,000 times in order to make it?
Yes.
Right? Think about the Wright brothers trying to create flight. Imagine going on the street and then someone saying, "Hey, you know what? Oh, what do you do for a living?" "Oh, I create this mobile, whatever it might be, and then it takes off and yeah, one day humans are gonna fly." They're gonna tell you, "Dude, shut the F up," right? Like, go back to dreamland. Humans are not gonna fly. But guess what? They didn't think so. Bill Gates, right? Now there's a computer in almost every single house. We're using his softwares, right? Steve Jobs, same thing. You think about all these great leaders, they kept on going, they kept on pushing in spite of, right? They kept on going no matter what happened, they pushed through and they did their best to make it. Am I correct? Yeah. But the thing is, can you guys do it? That was the biggest question, because a lot of times you say yes now, but when a struggle comes your way, you run up to your upline and you're like, "Hey, you know what, this is what's going on." But yet when we tell you to do something, you don't apply it. Are you guys willing to apply it? Yes? Okay. So here's what it is. If you are willing to do what you gotta do, right? And you go back home and there's disappointment, the first thing you gotta do is believe. That's number 1. This is what's gonna help you get through the whole thing. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe that you're gonna make it. If you're not gonna make it, then hey, you know what? This is not gonna happen for you. Next thing is, you gotta know that you're different. Do you feel like you're cut from a different cloth? Right? And last but not least, are you willing to make the sacrifice in order to get to that next level? Because that sacrifice is everything. Because one day, you know what's the best part? All these struggles that you're going through, all this crap that you guys are going through right now, one day we're gonna sit down and we're gonna laugh about it. Seriously, you're gonna sit down with me and we're like, "Hey, remember those times where we used to do this, where we used to do that?" And we're just saying, hey, you know what, this is the beginning. That was the beginning. This is when my turning point was. This was my breakthrough. How many of you guys feel like you guys had a breakthrough today? Well, not just today, but yesterday or the day before, right? You guys made some big decisions.
Every day.
Right? Breakthrough every single day. But here's what it is. The breakthrough is not a matter of years, it's a moment in time. If you guys can have a breakthrough, a moment in time, you guys can make this thing happen. Because to hit SMD, right, it didn't take me 2 to 3 years to get there. It took me, when I made that decision, by the way, it was at a Wolf Bowl where I made the decision, and then 6 months later, SMD happened. Right? Some of the people, for example, the people that became successful, like for example, moving to America. My parents, it was a moment in time of a decision where they talked to somebody and says, you know what, we're not going to raise our family here. So my dad left everything behind just to come to America. You know, I'm planning to do a lot of different things in this country, right? We're going to make this thing happen. You guys know some of the reasons why I'm here, and you know, it's not just for selfish reasons. I want to give back to the community as much as possible. You guys with me on that?
Yeah.